Hello, I'm Dr. Gareth Moore and welcome to my day 3 solve of this, the Exit the Game Advent Calendar for 2024, The Missing Hollywood Star. As usual, we'll start by having a look at the storybook, but first I must just mention, if you like, in particular if you like calendars and puzzles, then my Brain Power calendar, Brain Power Puzzles from Page a Day. It's the first time I've done one of these. It's out this year. Well, it's out this year for use in 2025 clearly, and there is a puzzle every single day. Well, there's actually one over the weekend, but otherwise there's a puzzle every day, and they're incredibly varied. There's like almost 100 different types of puzzle in here, and it has a stand as well, so you can stand it up on your desk. And if you use the code, I'll put it on the screen, and then you'll get 20% off. But right, let's have a look at the Advent calendar for today, the storybook. So, the 3rd of December. What's it got to say for itself? That fuse clue was really easy. Yes. That's yesterday's puzzle. The lights are on and you can finally look around the studios. A touch of euphoria flows through you and drives away that uneasy feeling in your stomach for a moment. On with the adventure. You open the door to the next room and are hit by a wall of music. Thumping bass lines, a solid beat. Ooh, actually, that is pretty cool. A voice starts singing about something strange happening in your neighbourhood. It asks, "Who are you going to call?" You spontaneously yell, "Ghostbusters!" You look around enthusiastically. You're actually standing on the set of the iconic hit movie from the 80s. Breathtaking! Regardless of the reason for it, you are so happy for the chance to be here. The sight of all the original props is magical, and the smile on your face is one of pure nostalgia. You pick up a photo of the 3 main actors. Very recognisable. Turn the page. Let's just detach the page as well. What's this say on the back? The actors smile, it's emphasised in bold, mischievously at you. That is... Wait a minute, mischievous? On close inspection, they actually look rather scary. What's the matter with those 3? Are they under some kind of spooky spell? You just can't put your fingers on it. You recall wise words from your hippie grandma. Be careful, when ghosts are involved, you should definitely pay attention to all the details. You straighten your shoulders with determination and murmur a little defiantly, "I ain't afraid of no ghost." And you get to work. Right. Okay, so emphasised on here are the words smile, fingers, ghosts and details, and there is underneath a picture of the car from the Ghostbusters movie and the Ghostbusters logo. Now let's look at that picture again, because there is something odd about it, isn't there? Those smiles are very strange. In particular, I mean, that's just odd. That's a big smile, but this smile here, that's the sound for that wave, is odd. I'm not really sure what that's meant to mean, and I did notice yesterday, and I don't know if it's relevant, perhaps it isn't, perhaps it's just a styling that's used throughout the calendar, but on the back of, this is the instructions and hint book, there are more sketches, and also on the back of this book, which is the one I was just looking at with the story in for the day. But I don't see any weird smiles on those. I mean, they're certainly stylised and they're certainly misquoting, but other than that, I don't think that's relevant. So the next step is to go to the door where we are expecting to find 4 riddle cards. B1 to B4. Okay, so here's the calendar. Let's have a look at the door. So for today, we opened this door here, which we labelled yesterday, door 3. And we are opening for 4 riddle cards inside. 1 to 4. Let's see if that's actually what we've got. 1. Yeah, there's 4. So we've got a Ghostbusters thing for catching ghosts. We've got a jacket, an ectoplasm pack or something. I don't know what that is. I watched Ghostbusters once at school. We were learning about the geography of New York, apparently, when I was a kid, and it gave me bad dreams for ages. But there we go. Clearly a sensitive soul. But what do we spot about these in particular? Well, the mouths. So we were told to look at the mouths and fingers, and clearly the mouths do differ. Do the number of fingers? Yes. If we have a look at the original cards, the original story, then some of the mouths sort of match. I mean, in particular, this one doesn't match any of them, but the others sort of do. This sort of matches the one in the middle, who I assume is Bill Murray. This one doesn't match specifically either of them, but could possibly match this corner of the mouth. And then this one here, the other card, I feel does probably match here. But whether the point of this is to match the cards to them, or just to have a large picture of the mouths differing so you can spot the pattern, I don't know. And then we also haven't looked in the room yet, so let's use my close-up cam. And what have we got? Right, the back of the room, I mean, it has some details, but I don't see that any of that helps with the puzzle. On the left, there is that Slimer, I think, a cat and a butterfly. On the floor is, the binoculars, which we have here, I think. On the right, there's another ghost on the Ghostbuster car, which comes into the door as well. But it has an O-shaped mouth. It's quite hard to focus on that because of the angle. It has an O-shaped mouth. But other than that, I don't think there's anything useful in there. I mean, clearly that's important. I mean, I assume it must be, else why would they differ? But now what am I doing with that information? I'm mildly mystified. I thought that the first 2 days were tricky. But I had ideas. Okay, I do have ideas. Well, let's focus. Right, so every day we're looking for a 3-digit number to put into our decoder strip. And once we do that, it will tell us where to move to find the next door on the calendar by moving around, and we'll check that the symbols match. So we do know, and it will help us, that we are looking for a 3-digit code. But how do we get that 3-digit code? We have 6. There's one on the back of here. We have 6 of these. Oh, golly. But this one is only holding up one hand. I honestly think that is 4. I think we can be fairly safe in the knowledge that this one guy is holding up 4 fingers and has a big smile. And I think the big smile matches him. What's the relevance of that? Perhaps the purpose of the smiles on the ghosts is to match them to the people. I haven't verified that we've got 6 different smiles that can match the people yet. Let's read the clue again. The actors smile mischievously at you. And then it says, wait, they're actually quite scary. You can't just put your fingers on it. When ghosts are involved, you should pay attention to the details. So I think the second bit is telling us to look at the details on the ghosts. And the first bit is telling us to look at the smiles and the fingers. But how do we get from 6 separate ghost roundels to 3-digit number? And even if I only had 3 ghosts, what would I do? Well, okay, so if I had 3 ghosts, I would count the fingers on them and try and work out an ordering. And perhaps the ordering would be... okay, I think I'm getting there. So I've got 3 people here. So I'm looking for the 3 ghosts whose mouths match these 3 people. I'm looking at the number of fingers they have in turn, and that's my answer. So I'm ignoring the ghosts that don't match. Fine, I finally got there. That was a slow process for me. Apologies if you got there way before me. You probably did. So this one here, I think... maybe if I can't actually see with my eyes very easily, but how many bumps does the ghost have on it? It goes down 3 times, and this picture of Bill Murray goes down 3 times. So I think they do match. So I think the number for this guy, for I presume Bill Murray, is the number of fingers being held up on this guy, this ghost. So I'm going to assume that anything sticking out counts as a finger, even though this bit here could be, if you look at me, the base of his hand. But we'll say that's 2 on the left. I'm going to write 2 on the card so I don't forget. And on the right, I think there's 3. So I'm also then going to conclude that he, Bill Murray, has a value of 5 because there's a total of 5 ghost fingers on the ghost that matches his smile. This is what we're doing. It must be. It has to be. What else is there to do? And then one of the ghosts matches this guy, whose name I don't know. So let's go back to our close-up. So none of the people match that ghost. He's got a circular mouth. So I don't think we're using that. And what about the ghost on the other side? He has got the same mouth as the guy at the front, hasn't he? The guy on the left. Right, and he's holding up 4 fingers, we already decided. So great. That means we can write 4 above this dude. And the guy with the big smile, we've already seen that on one of the ghosts. It's this one. And how many fingers is he holding up? I would say that is... Well, I mean, that's unambiguously 5 on the left. And on the right, it is 3, I think. So that's 8. Okay, so we have 4, 5, 8 as our code. And surely that's correct. I had a brief moment of, again, like I've had the past 2 days, brief moment of not knowing what to do, but I think that's it. I think we've got 4, 5, 8. So let's put that into our decoder. 4, 5, 8. And on the back we have up, down, left, up. Now, because we are over here, that's feasible. I'm expecting the symbols to match this. So let's go from here. Let's go up a door, down, left a door, and up a door. And should we have Y, moon, half moon, which I called C yesterday, I think, then we are correct. And we are. So this was day 3. So now we have found day 4. And that is the calendar for today. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please do comment down below. Let us know how you got on. Please like the video. If you're not yet a subscriber to the channel, I would love it if you join me. So do please click that subscribe button down there somewhere. But otherwise, pretty much all that remains is to say until I see you in a future video, hopefully tomorrow's Advent calendar video, then take care and goodbye.